Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And what a year DeVonta Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Alex Singleton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. It's picked up there.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's second and 10. Now Prescott. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On the return, Boston Scott. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down at 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games. And before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick-6. And I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Oh, big hole left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometime?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, we saw Devontae Smith make plenty of highlight reel-worthy plays at Alabama in his Heisman Trophy season back in 2020. Pro level. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Hurts will throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Panthers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10, finding Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here's Scott to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pass complete. Goddard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
On first down, Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Smith with a first down and more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie, J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are,